will start with the lowest of layers, basically, which are sensors, switches, etc. Okay, so this was quite a layer to start with, which was right at the bottom. Some was LAN compatible, some was backnet compatible, whatever. But a sensor was a sensor at that point of time. Now you have smart sensors, which don't need the edge controller in between, which directly transfer information onto your top end or to the user. So that's the story of the lowest layer. The next layer was basically your IO controller, which we called in BMS. These were analog inputs, digital inputs, analog outputs, digital outputs. Some were with intelligence put in over there, whereas some were just IO points and the intelligence was yet in the upper layer. So today, basically, they were all hardwired upwards, right up to the computer. And then you could have an internet to take it somewhere else. Today, there is a lot of wireless things when it comes to IoT. I'm saying these will be edge controllers. So every air handling unit may have an edge controller, and it will receive and transmit information without that central bus, which you needed before. You don't need to transfer from microprocessor to this particular thing information by using a gateway. You will get your information from the chillers or from the actuators directly on a third-party system. So there will be various gateways which will transfer the information down to the IoT hub. It will only make the life simpler. Now, come to the final part, which this gentleman has asked the question. We get so much data, what do we do with it? Really, that was one of the things at the heart of it. Unless you take the data and are able to draw graphs, charts, and analyze and get to know where you are wasting energy, all that data is of less use. It's only now that we can gather this data through the cloud or through a server put in an airport or something like that, analyze that data, and then get to do the energy control routines. And that is the important point of IoT-based systems. So I hope I have, talked about the layers and the difference between the two systems and how their layers differ.